The next thing we're going to add to the bumpers is the corner bracing. And for this, we're actually going to hide almost everything in here, including the template, everything except for the bumper backing. And that's because the corner braces really only depend on the bumper backing. And unlike the last several pieces we've done, we're actually not going to use the template sketch for this. They can just go right into the assembly. So I have here the model of the strong tie that we've used in the past. You get these, for about $1 a piece, and we typically bend them ourselves. So this is one of the library parts. It's already pre-bent. Come back to the drive base, and this will be a very standard insert components. So insert components, strong tie. We'll put one in. And then I'll show you one of the more advanced mates for how we put this in. So the first couple of mates are going to be standard. Going to mate this face to this face to select other face on the other side. But then as far as the height, we want it to be centered in height. So for that, we're actually going to do what's called a width mate, which is under advanced. So normally you're on the standard tab in mates, you go advanced, width, and then it's going to give you two sets of selections. And one of them is going to be the strong tie, and the other one is going to be the bumper. So we'll zoom in so we can see this, do the top of the strong tie, go over, look at the bottom of the strong tie, and then same thing with this, we'll do the bumper. So we can do the bottom of the bumper first, no problem, and then top of bumper. And that's it. And that's a fully defined part. So next step is we're going to copy this to the other corners of the bumpers. So click on it once, right click, say copy with mates. And it's going to ask, which components do you want to copy? We only have the strong tie, that's fine. You hit next. It says, okay, which mate do you want to, what do you want to replace this mate with? And that's the one that's on the left side of the strong tie. So that's actually, even though this is one of the faces we're going to use, we click here. And then it says, okay, what about the mate that was here? What do you want to use for that instead? We say this. And then for the width mate, actually we're going to turn that off. And that's good. So hit the check mark. The reason I want to turn the width mate off is we could select the top and the bottom of each of these, but we also can just define where we want the strong ties to be with respect to each other. So for example, I'm going to take the top of this strong tie and mate it to the top of this other strong tie. And then we can repeat that mate all the way around. And if we need to adjust the height, we can do that. So that came out as coincident. That's good. Hit check. X out of this. And then the same thing as before, except we're going to copy this one that has the updated mate to that. So click on it, right click, copy with mates. Move around to where we can see. Only copying the strong tie, that's good. Next. Okay. So again, it's saying the left side of it, so that's going to be over here. It's asking us for the right side. We can see it through this this sort of X-ray. Put that there. And then for this one, for this mate, we could select the top of the strong tie, but we can instead just say repeat. And it'll repeat with the same mate entity as before. So it'll just grab this original mate and copy it. Good. So it's fully defined. We're going to place another one, so hit OK. Same thing as before, but over here. So rotate around our left face, our right face. Repeat is already selected. Good to go. Done. Okay. So that's good. We've got the strong ties on the inside. Now we also put strong ties on the outside. And while we could do a copy with mates, well, we can do a copy with mates. So I'll copy this one here that we did before originally. We'll do copy with mates. But there's only one mate that actually we want to repeat because we're not going to mate that outside face of the strong tie to the inside of here. We're going to mate the inside faces. So we need to turn these two off. And we're going to repeat the last mate. So it's going to place this strong tie in kind of a funny position, but that's okay. We still saved a little bit of time. Let's close out of that. Let's move this out here. Next step is going to be to mate it to these outer faces. So go up to mate, choose this face, choose this face. It's good. Choose this face, choose this face. Good. Okay. Now this one, now that we've done this, we can do copy with mates on this and spread it around and that'll work. So copy with mates. That's the part. Okay, repeat this mate, because that's our top. And then this face, this face. Good. Over here, this one, this one. Good. This one, this one. Good. All right.